What if reality could just break? Tonight, 6 deaths that defy every law of physics. Let's begin. Case 1.
Elisa Lam, February 19th, 2013, the Cecil Hotel, Los Angeles. Guests complain about water pressure. Maintenance opens the rooftop water tank. Inside, Elisa Lam's body. She'd been floating there for weeks, but how? The rooftop door was locked with an alarm that never triggered. The water tanks had heavy lids requiring significant force to open. Elisa was 5'4", 115 pounds, no climbing experience. Security footage from the elevator shows her final moments. The timestamp reads February 1st. She enters, presses all the buttons, every single one. The elevator doors won't close. She pokes her head out, looking down the hallway as if checking for something. Or someone. She hides in the corner of the elevator, peers out again, steps into the hallway, makes bizarre hand gestures, as if communicating with something invisible, or performing some kind of ritual. Her movements are erratic, unnatural, then she walks away. That's the last time anyone sees Elisa Lam alive. She somehow accessed a locked roof, somehow climbed a smooth tank, somehow lifted a heavy lid, somehow got inside, somehow closed it behind her. The physics don't work. It's as if she phased through solid matter into a space she couldn't possibly enter. Case 2. Gareth Williams, August 23rd, 2010, London, a body in a bathtub, inside a locked duffel bag. Gareth Williams, a GCHQ codebreaker. The padlock was secured from the outside. The keys? Inside the bag with his corpse. The apartment was locked from inside. No forced entry, no struggle, no DNA, but his own. Forensic experts tried 300 times to recreate it. Professional contortionists failed. The verdict? Forensically impossible. How does a man seal himself in a space he can't access? How does he lock a padlock from inside a closed bag? The laws of physics say it can't happen, yet it did. Case 3.
Brandon Lawson, August 9th, 2013, 12:38 a.m. A desolate stretch of Highway 277 in rural Texas. Brandon Lawson's truck runs out of gas after an argument with his girlfriend. He calls 911. What follows is one of the most analysed and disturbing recordings in modern mystery. The recording is chilling.
I'm in the middle of a field. We're not talking to him. I accidentally ran into him, pushing guys over.
Then guttural sounds that don't seem human. The call ends abruptly. His brother Kyle arrives 50 minutes later. The truck is there, door open, keys still in the ignition. Brandon? Gone. Vanished. 7 years of intensive searching, helicopters sweeping the landscape, trained search dogs, hundreds of volunteers combing every inch. Not a single trace, not a footprint, not a piece of clothing, not a drop of blood. He vanished as if he stepped through a door that closed behind him, erasing him completely from existence. Case 4. The Tamám Shud mystery, December 1st, 1948, Somerton Beach, Australia. A man in a suit, dead, no identification, all clothing labels removed, fingerprints match no database, dental records match no one, face matches no missing persons report worldwide. Autopsy, poisoned, but the poison is unidentifiable. His calf muscles developed like a ballet dancer's. His body shows signs of professional embalming while alive. In his pocket, a scrap of paper. Tamám Shud, Persian for ended, traced to an extremely rare book found in someone's car with no explanation. Inside the book, an encrypted message never solved in 75 years. A phone number leading to a nurse who looked completely spooked when shown the body but claimed not to know him. This man doesn't exist in any record, yet there he was. A ghost made flesh, a glitch made visible before reality corrected itself. Case 5. The Dyatlov Pass incident, February 2nd, 1959. 9 experienced hikers in the Ural Mountains. They never return. Their tent is found cut open from inside. They fled into minus 30-degree cold wearing underwear, barefoot, all survival gear left behind. First 2 bodies found near a cedar tree, frozen, branches broken 5 meters high. Someone climbed frantically. 3 more bodies between the cedar and tent, expressions of absolute terror frozen on their faces. The final 4 bodies are buried under 4 meters of snow. Massive internal injuries, fractured skulls, broken ribs, force equivalent to a car crash. But no external wounds, no bruising, injuries entirely internal. 1 victim missing her tongue, eyes, and lips, removed cleanly, not torn. Another missing eyebrows, precise cuts. Their clothes? Radioactive. The Soviet investigation concluded, death caused by an unknown compelling force. A government that explained everything through science couldn't provide answers. What makes experienced mountaineers cut through their tent and run barefoot into lethal cold? What causes car crash injuries with no external trauma? Why radioactive bodies? Or did 9 people experience a reality fracture exposing them to forces from outside our dimension? Case 6. The Bennington Triangle. Between 1945 and 1950, 5 people vanished from the same Vermont location. Same few square miles, all in broad daylight, all impossibly. November 1945. Midi Rivers, experienced guide, walks ahead of hunters. They follow his trail. Round a bend. He's gone. Never found. December 1st, 1946. Paula Weldon, bright red coat, walking the long trail. A couple sees her round a corner 30 seconds ahead. They reach the same spot. She's vanished. The trail has no exits. She disappeared between steps. December 1st, 1949. Exactly 3 years later, James Tetford boards a bus. 14 passengers see him. The bus makes no stops. When it arrives, his seat is empty. His luggage still in the rack. His ticket still on the seat. He vanished from a moving vehicle. October 1950. 8-year-old Paul Jepson playing near town dump. His mother checks on him. He's there. She goes inside briefly. Returns. He's gone. Search dogs find where his scent just stops, as if lifted straight up. October 1950. Frida Langer slips into a stream, tells her cousin she's returning to camp to change. Quarter-mile walk. She knows the area. Never arrives. Her footprints just end mid-trail. 7 months later, her body appears in an area searched thoroughly multiple times. It wasn't there before. Then suddenly it was. 5 people, same location, each erasing from reality in ways that defy space and time. You want rational explanations, murder, suicide, accidents. That's what our minds do when confronted with the impossible. But these cases were investigated by experts. Every rational explanation was explored and found lacking. The evidence doesn't support conventional answers. The facts remain unchanged and deeply unsettling. Think about these people, not as mysteries, as human beings. Brandon Lawson frantically calling for help, trying to explain something he couldn't comprehend. Elisa Lam in that elevator, interacting with something we couldn't see. The Dyatlov Pass hikers cutting through their tent in panic, running from a compelling unknown force. Paula Weldon disappearing between footsteps. The Tamám Shud man carrying secrets that died with him. These were real people, sons, daughters, friends, lovers, people with dreams and fears. Their lives ended in circumstances that robbed them of understanding and closure. Their families deserve answers. These victims deserve to be remembered as more than unsolved mysteries. The universe failed them. Reality betrayed them. In their deaths, they left us questions that pierce our existential core. We owe them the refusal to accept easy, dismissive explanations that don't match the evidence. Here's the truth. Quantum physics proves reality isn't solid. Particles exist in multiple states until observed. The observer effect shows consciousness collapses probability waves. Simulation theory is now discussed by physicists at MIT and Oxford. If reality is a construct, biological, quantum, or digital, then glitches aren't just possible, they're inevitable. Every system has bugs. Every program has errors. These 6 cases might be moments when the code broke down, when someone in the wrong place got caught in a fatal system error. These aren't isolated tragedies, they're warnings, evidence that reality's fabric is thinner than we admit. Every moment balances between possible and impossible. The next time you experience deja vu or witness something that doesn't make sense, ask yourself, was that harmless? Or did you glimpse what these victims discovered too late? Reality might be stable most of the time, but for these unfortunate victims, one glitch was fatal. The question isn't whether reality can break. The evidence clearly suggests it does. The question is, when it breaks next, will you be ready? Or will you become the next truly impossible death that future generations desperately try to explain away? The Matrix doesn't just glitch randomly. Sometimes it kills.